Hey guys, it's Paradise, and I'm excited to say that the much anticipated 4th installment of the Dragon Age series, Dreadwolf, is probably closer than you think to a major reveal and even possibly the actual release. As a massive fan of the Dragon Age series, with Origins probably being one of my favorite RPGs of all time, I'm very happy about this. If you aren't familiar, the Dragon Age series is developed by BioWare and published by EA. It's set in a high fantasy world called Thedas, and the games are all about their intricate narrative, a focus on various different characters, their stories and development, but also some really good RPG gameplay, which is kind of like a mix of action and strategy, where you can play as rogues, warriors, or mages, as well as their specializations that lets you home in on a specific playstyle you enjoy. Shout out to my all-time favorite, the Blood Mage from Origins and Dragon Age 2. For this latest addition to the series, the title Dreadwolf actually refers to Solus, who is a major character from Dragon Age Inquisition. Inquisition was released back in 2014 now, so I think it's fair to talk about this as it is vital to the setup of this new game. But if you do care, this is your spoiler warning. Solus from Inquisition is also known as Fen-Haral. This is the elven god of betrayal and rebellion, and Fen-Haral is also known as the Dreadwolf. So with the title of the game being after Solus, and the trailer and subsequent updates highlighting the importance of Solus, it's safe to say that we'll probably be diving further into elven lore, as well as Solus's plans at the center of the story, which were hinted at the previous game's epilogue. So we can expect to see themes of rebellion, ancient magic, even political intrigue, as we adventure through a world teetering on the edge of chaos. Although not much is confirmed, we do know that the Anderfels, a kingdom in the northwest of the world of Thedas, will be returning, and this is the birthplace of the Grey Wardens. They're an order of warriors dedicated to fighting the Darkspawn, and they were a major focus in the first Dragon Age game. You see, the Darkspawn are a race of tainted creatures that dwell underground, but occasionally will mass and resurface following an archdemon in what is called a blight to attack the world. Well, the Anderfels being a confirmed location means we can possibly expect to see a mix of returning characters or new faces. So there's a real possibility of seeing returning Grey Warden characters as well as possible elves that are following Solus. So how has the development of Dragon Age Dreadwolf been going? Well, it's been a very long and complex process. BioWare officially announced the game back in December of 2018, but the development goes back in various forms as far as 2015. Since its original concepts, the project has seen significant changes in direction and different challenges, including shifts in leadership and even in the entire creative direction. But luckily for us fans, despite these hurdles, BioWare have stuck with it, and they're committed to delivering a game that will meet the growing expectation as time goes on and on. From 2011, BioWare shared that the game had moved out of its concept phase and into full production. Since then, there's been regular updates, including highlights of the progress on various aspects of the game, from the narrative to the world building and even character development. It looks like the game will be using the Frostbite engine, and BioWare has emphasized their focus on returning to their narrative roots, ensuring that the story and character interactions are as compelling and nuanced as they were in previous titles, which to be honest was a major part of what made those first few Dragon Age games so good. Well, as of 2024, the development of Dragon Age Dreadwolf is now supposedly in its final stages, with BioWare gearing up for a comprehensive testing phase before launch. According to Eurogamer, EA has laid out a list of titles that will launch before the end of the 2024 fiscal year, and there's 2 unannounced games on that list, which they estimate Dragon Age Dreadwolf will be one of them. On top of this, the Xbox Store has recently updated and actually listed Dragon Age Dreadwolf with a download button and a large description which states, "Welcome to Dragon Age Dreadwolf. Enter the world of Thedas, a vibrant land of rugged wilderness, treacherous labyrinths, and glittering cities, steeped in savage combat and secret magics. Now the fate of this world teeters on a knife's edge. Thedas needs a new leader, one they'll never see coming. You'll forge a courageous following to challenge the gathering storm. Friendship, drama, and romance will abound as you bring striking individuals together into an extraordinary team. Become the leader and light the beacon of hope in their darkest moments." And perhaps this next bit is the most exciting part of all, a full reveal in summer of 2024. Now, this won't be a surprise if you did watch the Dragon Age Day trailer in 2023, which also said there'll be a full reveal in summer of 2024, but that was last year, so with this more recent update in the Xbox Store, it looks like this timeline is still on. It just so happens that the Summer Games Fest is happening this year, starting on the 7th of June in, of course, summer, hence Summer Game Fest, so it's very likely the full reveal of Dreadwolf will be at this event in summer. With these factors in mind, this looks like the game is hopefully on track for a late 2024 release, although there's no exact date that's been confirmed just yet. Honestly, Dragon Age isn't the only series that we're massive fans of that BioWare develop. Mass Effect will always have a special place in our gaming memory, and in case you didn't know, they are actively developing the next installment of Mass Effect, which is unofficially referred to as Mass Effect 5. The development of this is still in the pre-production phase, but there is a core team of veteran developers from the original trilogy on board. These key members of the development team include Michael Gamble as the executive producer, Derek Watts as the art director, Parish Lay as the creative director, and Preston Watermaniak as the game director. With members like this, they're hoping to keep true to the series' roots, while also modernizing and exploring new narratives and gameplay mechanics. There's no release date for this yet either, but BioWare has reassured fans that the game will focus on being a single-player experience. On top of this, it's expected to return back to the Milky Way, picking up years after the events of the original trilogy. Teasers released on N7 Day actually hinted at the construction of new mass relays, suggesting that there could be new regions to explore within the galaxy. On top of this, the narrative could finally address those lingering questions that we have from previous games, like the fate of Commander Shepard, and something that I would absolutely love to see, the return of the Geth. So it's potentially exciting times for the future of these BioWare games and series that we've come to love over the years, even though more recently they've seemingly disappeared or just haven't hit the mark, but hopefully these new games will give us what we're really looking for. So tell me, are you excited for Dragon Age Dreadwolf? And if so, what was your favorite Dragon Age game? And why was it Origins? And make sure to subscribe for more daily gaming videos, news and guides.